Amit, welcome. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
SAP is a big name. Hardly anyone, I think, is left here who doesn't know SAP. But a new initiative which is really catching waves is SAP HANA.
Yeah.
So let's spend the next couple of minutes understanding from you your initiative and your efforts going into this particular group.
Thank you for the opportunity. I think we all know SAP as an applications company, but fundamentally a very new innovation came from SAP around in-memory databases. It's a breakthrough because for the first time, using an in-memory technology, we can bring transaction processing together with analytical processing to do something like real-time analysis on fresh data that was not done before in this scale, in this manner. And because of that, there are lots of exciting use cases from genomic analysis to real-time personalized experiences and shopping to how tire manufacturers are embedding sensors and analyzing that big data. And there are over 400 startups on HANA now building big data solutions. So it has gone from nowhere in 2 years ago to a lot of revenue, a lot of people using this productively. So very excited about HANA.
So now let's talk about your personal passion within SAP is big data. Last couple of years, this has evolved to great heights. Everybody talks about big data. It's still a huge population trying to still grasp how we can jump on the bandwagon of big data. So can you break it down in terms of the industry and the revolution that's happening and SAP's contribution to that?
It's a fantastic question. I've seen a lot of technologies be promised, and then from the promise to the opportunity and realization, it takes a number of years to pan out. But big data, within a space of 2 to 3 years, has gone from an opportunity to a real boardroom recognition and investment within a very, very short period of time. I would say in 2 to 3 years, it has all happened. So if you're not already doing something in a company, whether you're in retail, healthcare, or others, you're likely behind now, and it's time to catch up. So where SAP and how we are contributing, as you can imagine, we work in 26 industries, including our latest, which is sports and entertainment. We've done some amazing work with the 49ers, for example, on how the entire fan experience, which is a big data problem because fans are everywhere. They take pictures, they engage, they buy things, they are season ticket holders. That entire experience has changed. And we can bring that perspective of how big data and technologies like that can be applied to business problems, to solving wicked problems of our time. Another breakthrough problem is in the area of cancer research and applying genomics, where we worked with Stanford University, with Charité, and a number of other institutions. And we've really focused on the aspect around analyzing information, because that problem around sequencing the gene has already been solved. Now you can analyze this information and make really interesting correlations very, very fast. So these are exciting problems that SAP has contributed to, and my personal passion is in the space, so there's nothing when your work can become your passion as well.
So it's always good to talk to somebody about their passion. So I would request to expand this particular experience. Can you share with us some real concrete example where big data had immense influence on how you solve a particular problem? So, relevant to the audience.
So we've already talked about cancer research and genomics and application to personalized medicine. It's a huge field because every one of us has been touched by an autism story, whether it's in the family or elderly parents or cancer within the friends or family network. Somebody has been affected by this. So we, at least I feel passionately involved in this topic from that point of view. And the sooner we solve these wicked problems, as a society we can stop wasting money. For example, in the US, we have over 70 billion invested in curing diseases, but cancer diseases. But we know for a fact that 30 billion is wasted because care is not personalized, medications are not personalized. Another one, I have 2 kids, 2 girls, and they're 5 years and 1 year old. And SAP built a very simple application called Recalls Plus. It's available on App Store. What it does is it takes care of all the recalls that are happening in the world. whether the last crib that you
Wow.
bought got recalled or the food item got recalled.
nice.
It's so hard to track all these things.
Absolutely.
And so many government institutions, there are over 100 government institutions that actually, issue recalls, and companies issue recalls voluntarily. So we track all that. And it's a big data.
Yeah.
And you as a parent can track that, and you don't need to worry about it, because all you need to do is enter your purchases, or we can grab this from barcodes and things like that, and it just tells you when it's recalled. It doesn't bother you every day with an update, but when it's recalled, it gives you a course of action,
Sure.
what to do. So we are seeing big data being applied for all walks of our life, and it's fundamentally changing even our behavior as human beings in a fundamental way.
Finally, let's talk about SAP's initiative to empower and foster startups.
Yeah.
And you also have a fund where you're going to, invest in very cutting-edge startups.
Yeah, so we have a very specific program for startups and invite them to build on SAP HANA, their big data solutions. So it's our platform, their imagination, if you will. We've got already 430 startups on this platform building some amazing applications. A lot have to do about marketing and social media, but also things like stargazing and star charts that we as SAP would never build, but it's exciting to see that happen. And this program is called the SAP Startup Focus Program. And together with this program, we have a fund called the SAP HANA Real-Time Fund. And this is now about $400 million. And the idea of this fund is to invest in companies that are solving real-time problems on technologies like HANA, solving big data problems.
Again, Amit, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed speaking with you as well.